So there's a social media post floating around the internet right now, and there's a couple of TikTok videos out there about this as well. But someone claiming to be Matthew's friend slash customer is claiming that Matthew and Savanah were killed because Matthew snitched. He's claiming that police caught up with Matthew, caught him with all types of drugs and weapons, and that he was going to have to go away and go to jail for a long time, but Matthew really wanted to be there for the birth of his child. So they told him, hey, the only way out of this is to basically snitch on your suppliers. And he did so. And then it came back around on him and they winded up doing what they did. That's what the claim is that's in this social media post that is floating around. Now, do I believe this claim? Not necessarily. We all know how these things go, or at least those of us who pay attention to cases on a regular basis, we know how these things go. People post weird stuff. Weird people come online and post stuff for no reason. I don't know why. They just do it. They just do. So I don't necessarily believe this post that is floating around, but I don't necessarily think it is too far from the truth. I took a look at Matthew's Telegram today, and I don't even want to show it here. I'm not going to show the pictures here because I am already on YouTube's bad side. I am not trying to give them any other reasons to kick me off of this platform. But his Telegram is filled with post after post after post of drugs, weapons. I'm talking lean, pills, weed, all that stuff, right? Him showing his face and everything. And he's literally advertising this stuff on social media. I believe Ikidmel, he posted a live stream earlier, and he went through his Telegram as well. So if you haven't seen it, you can go look at it over there. And it kind of made me look at this case a tad bit differently. Because I've been telling you that this is just some straight up street-ish, right? And it's still that, but I was thinking that maybe, Matthew was smart enough to operate and to, move in a certain way. But I have to remember, things aren't how they were when I was 22 years old. The streets are much different these days. And Matthew, I'm sorry, he was dumb enough to post his every move on Telegram. He's posting pictures of his face alongside weapons and drugs and wads of cash, telling people when he's going to get more, telling people when this pack is coming in, telling people, oh, he's got new flavors coming in today. He was openly selling substances online, on social media, advertising it like it was legal. Just advertising it as if it was legal. Boldly. So that tells me it was only a matter of time before law enforcement caught up with Matthew regardless. So when I hear this theory about Matthew snitching, listen, I don't know if there's any truth to that, but if Matthew was moving the way in which we see he was moving now, if you look at his Telegram, then it was only a matter of time before the cops caught up with this dude. And when they did, I am telling you, there are so many charges on that Telegram, he would have been away for a long time. And he's bold-faced, showing his face and all. No F's given. As if he was above the law. Hey guys, I got this in today, come shop. My prices are lower than your plugs. So when I was looking at it, I was like, this kind of makes me look at things from a different angle. I still feel the same way I do about the case, but it's opened up a new angle in which I can approach looking at this case. Because, don't get me wrong, I still think this is something personal, But when you are moving that recklessly, you invite more reckless energy. When you're moving that recklessly, you are inviting other people who are moving just as recklessly as you. I couldn't even dream of, when I was Matthew's age, people just straight up advertising this stuff on social media. The whole point, when you were in the streets, you tried to keep a low profile. You didn't advertise your every move. That's how you get caught up and go to jail. But that's what Matthew was doing. How he was able to operate that way, how he felt comfortable enough to operate that way, that's a question. Because in my mind, when I look at someone doing that, I wonder, like, I would think that they were the police. Because how in the hell are you feeling this comfortable to do this? But then again, it's 2020, it's 2024 now, or it's about to be. I don't know when you're going to be watching this video. So things are much different than they used to be. So I guess this is what young folks are doing these days. They're advertising their illegal activities on social media. Just blatantly setting up shop on social media for the world to see. But I don't know how much truth there is to this post that is floating around. But even if it's not true that Matthew got caught with all of this stuff and he was going to go away for a long time and he started talking, even if that's not true, it's evidently clear that eventually, probably pretty soon, this was going to catch up with him and he was going to get caught up by law enforcement. But like I said, it also, it makes me look at this case from a different angle as well, because I fully believe this is something personal. The manner of which they were found, how they were killed, it seems personal to me, right? But seeing how recklessly he was out here moving, that you're on social media advertising stuff to just anybody who can see it. You know, you're not just dealing with people in your neighborhood. You're not just dealing with your friends and your friends' friends and associates. You're dealing with just anybody, any Tom, Dick, and Jane that comes across your social media post on Telegram, right? So there's no telling who in the hell this dude was linking up with and selling stuff to. So even though I still think it's like 99.9%, this is personal, this opens up, for me, it opens up that small possibility for me to look at this like maybe this wasn't personal. Simply because you were offering yourself up basically to anybody in the world who can come across your Telegram. And on your Telegram, you're telling them when you're going to get new stuff. You're showing how much money you have. You're showing how much product you have. You're telling them, I'm getting stuff on this date. You can call me here. You can do this. You can do that. So there's a possibility with all of that reckless energy he was putting out there in the universe, he attracted someone that was just as reckless that came and did this reckless act. An act that is so reckless that it looks personal. This act was so reckless, taking his life and taking his baby's mother's life, it was so reckless that it looks personal. Right? But maybe he just invited that one reckless person. Because you got to be kind of reckless to be shopping with people on Telegram. Maybe he invited the attention of that one reckless person that was just as reckless as him. And they both crashed out. I do think that is a small possibility. But at the end of the day, I still think that most likely this was personal. It was just kind of, I don't want to say shocking, but I was just like, man, this dude was not going to last long. If this didn't happen, he was going to be in prison for a very long time soon, or someone else would have caught up with him. There was no other alternative. And if you look at the telegram, it doesn't look like he was getting his life together or none of that stuff. No, no, no. No, he was flaunting it. Just pictures of money, pictures of him showing his cash, pictures of him with this and with that. Definitely wasn't on the road to trying to become a better and bigger man for his child. But let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Do you believe this post that is floating around? What is your theory? Let me know down in the comments below. While you're down there, if you're feeling generous, you can donate to the channel via Super Thanks, or you can donate directly via Cash App. I'll have my Cash App in the pinned comment. But for free, you can support the channel by liking, subscribing, and ringing that notification bell. But with that being said, I will talk to you all very soon in the next video.